When you stop looking, you see. An interesting group of 6 words. When you stop looking, you see. Looking is the reflection of light being reflected off whatever you're looking at. And what you're looking at gives you that surface image. Initially, you may not be seeing what's there. You might just be looking without seeing, without the awareness of what is inside whatever it is that you're looking at. So there's a internal sense of behind the book cover, what's on the inside of the book, but you don't know until you open the book and read it. But if I'm looking at a tree, I can't open the tree and read the detail of what's on the inside. But I have an emotional reaction, feelings that might be there about whatever it is that I'm looking at. It's something that usually I'm going to like or not like, sometimes neutral, but there's a subtle sense of liking and not liking as a foundation for most of the things we see and for most of the moments while we're hanging out breathing. So we can use the breath as a means of going inside and seeing what's underneath the surface. What's the emotional content? Or even going beyond the emotional content, what's the spiritual nature of what's there? So let's just stay with the physical and the emotional for now. Three breaths, and you can go from outside to inside, or with 9 breaths, you can go from the inside to the outside. So let's take the first 3. Just think of windows, mirrors, and tunnels. Window is the opening, clearing up, looking through, seeing what's outside the window. The mirror is what's reflected back to you from an internal as well as the external sense. And a tunnel is traveling along through a moment of time as these reflective mirrored images come up while you're opening the window and looking out. And you can think of the window as a willfulness of doing something with intention. Like opening the window takes effort and energy and intention. Looking out takes a little bit of intention and effort and willfulness. And then allowing things to drop away to go into the tunnel again takes a little bit of effort, of willfulness. So on your first breath, let's take a willful approach, using a little bit of effort to breathe in and to breathe out. On the second breath, drop the willfulness and let your mind just take over and see what senses come in, what is reflected, what's mirrored back into your awareness. On the third breath, drop the willfulness, drop the mirroring, and allow a flow into this tunnel of a couple of seconds, just as you're breathing that third breath, going into the tunnel, going along with the flow and into the open space of whatever you're doing. Now that you have a little experience with windows, mirrors, and tunnels, and willful, reflective, and flow, if you'd like, do a second or a third round and when you practice that, it becomes automatic. And just those first 3 breaths at the beginning of any activity, whether you like doing that activity or you would prefer not to do that activity, but you're going to do it anyway, just increases your connection and involvement. And within 3 breaths, you flow down the tunnel into the open space. And be happy.